regulations that are holding back job creation in Accomack County, working with the president at Fort Monroe. There's just a whole list of things that we've gotten done, and there's more to do. But I'm just committed to putting our country first, to making sure that we first identify ourselves, Mike, as Americans, and not with a capital letter behind our name, with an R or a D or an I. This is hurting our country. And I am absolutely committed to modeling here in Virginia, too, what I think needs to happen across the country, and that's we need to respect one another and listen to one another and find common ground.
Let's talk taxes just a little bit,
sure,
Scott, if we could. Grover Norquist, there were those, Congressman Rigell being one of them, at one point signed the never, ever, ever will agree to a tax cut.
Right.
But like a football coach has a game plan going into the game, but as conditions change, they go in at halftime and they adjust the game plan. Is that what you've done here?
Well, one thing I'm absolutely committed to doing is to going where the facts lead us. And I carefully reviewed this, went through really about 6 months of in-depth research and studying our budget. And this budget has got to be addressed, Mike. It's threatening the foundation of our republic, regardless of political party. And what I see there is that our tax code is 55,000 pages long. You can't, a regular, no person can really grasp it. We need to simplify it. We need to eliminate the lobbyist-inspired, lobbyist-written loopholes, simplify it. We need to make our rates competitive around the world on the corporate side. That too is true. But ultimately, it's got to yield a bit more than it's yielding now. Our expenses must come down. Revenues must come up, principally by growing our economy. And eliminating these loopholes, I'm quite confident will get us there.
Well, there are those of us who do like being able to, when we do our taxes every year, to not have to include what we paid for our mortgage. You don't want to change that, do you?
No, I think what we have to do is I'm not going to just lock myself in and say I'm never going to look at that, because I think those type of positions have gotten us to where we are now, to where if everyone's intractable, we have real gridlock. Now, I'm a business entrepreneur, and I fully recognize that both new construction and resale is a driver of our economy. So any decision that I'd make would be fully recognizing that, and with an emphasis on simplifying the tax code, making it easy for our entrepreneurs to understand, and regular homeowners to understand just how to do their taxes, and free up the greatest job-producing engine, Mike, the world's really ever known. And that's the American entrepreneur.
But in the less than 1 minute we've got left, do you see that, though, there's a balance not only for budget cuts, but also revenue enhancements where they can be found?
This is where the numbers lead us. We're way above our historic spending levels, but we also must recognize that we're significantly below our historic level of revenue expressed as a percent of our gross domestic product. And you can go all the way up from fellows like Warren Buffett to, just hard-working folks that come by my office, and I just get out a remarkable board, I walk through it, and I explain where we are, how far out we are from historic norms, and overwhelmingly people understand revenues have got to come up a bit, expenses have got to come down, and that's really the path to putting America on a solvent path so we can meet our obligation to our children and grandchildren.
Excellent. Well, thanks for being with us this morning, Scott. Good luck to you. Congressman Scott Rigell seeking re-election in just a few weeks. Thanks, Scott.